Hey, welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Branson Quirk.
Oh, Courtney. I always forget to introduce myself when you're here.
Okay. Just do it a little bit differently.
Start saying my name.
How you doing, Courtney?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm tired.
I know. I have a feeling I'm going to hear about us all day. You went to go see the Odyssey last night.
I saw the Odyssey last night at midnight. I
by
got
yourself.
Home 3 in the morning. Hey, you act like that's like something weird. You know how many guys were sitting by themselves in that theater last night? If you can even get a ticket, and I saw it in one of the 25 theaters in the Globe, the 70 millimeter screen, and it was just unbelievable. Like,
it's going to be good in any theater.
It is. Like, it is. But like, I mean, compare that in like a local, like, you know, Hollister, California theater.
No, those tickets are like $35. How much did you pay for your ticket?
So I actually bought 3 tickets yesterday.
Are we
one in the morning,
right now?
One in the middle of the day, and just like trying to get to that middle row. I just kept refunding the ticket, and then I bought the middle seat. Finally, it was $40. And now I'm waiting on $80.
Did you have to pay for all 3? Oh my God. You know what? You don't deserve refunds.
You know, like when you go to a concert
really don't.
and then you buy like a seat, and then you see another one that's like way better. And
no,
like,
I take the seat that I first got.
And then you're like, oh, I hope I can get a refund.
Have you guys done that? Thank you.
Anyways, probably should get to the stories
I've
today.
never done that.
But yeah, go see the Odyssey. It was great.
I'm seeing it tonight. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
We'll talk about it tomorrow morning.
Yes.
But we won't spoil it. So
no.
off the cuff. Okay, so we're here to talk about a couple really dark stories.
Yes.
Obviously. Nolan Wells, we've been going through this case yesterday in the afternoon. We were talking about Al Sharpton and how he offered a $50,000 reward.
And Tyler Perry did as well.
He matched it, so it's $100,000 for any information leading to a conviction or an arrest, or information just leading to how this death happened.
Yeah,
on
and this was
island.
After his funeral on Monday. His parents had to put him to rest.
In Mississippi. And so now this is potentially the last video footage image of Nolan Wells potentially down below in the water. TMZ has obtained new video from July 4th, which is when this all went down, that may contain the final image of Nolan Wells before he disappeared on Horn Island.
Yes.
And Horn Island is, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is like an island where it's like you park your boat, but it's not like buildings and it's populated or anything, right?
No,
it's just kind of a desolate island. And teens go there to party and everything.
But there were adults seen on this boat.
Were there?
Yes.
Okay.
Where like it's allegedly Nolan. He's bending down. You can see him right now. He's wearing the same exact swim trunks that's in the photos, and like you see adults on the boat. So and it looks like he's getting a drink.
Point out to me where he. Okay, so this is like a long.
So it's gonna be right here when he's panning over, and he's in the. Well, where'd it go? He's in the blue shorts.
Yeah, we're just gonna play it again. Let's see.
Right there.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
And it looks like you never see his face in the video, but the shorts do match what the photo shows. And there were adults on the boat, and it looks like he's getting a drink. What the drink was, I'm unaware.
So this kind of, in a way, and if anyone thinks this is pointless.
This was taken around 2:30, by the way.
Okay, so this kind of paints a picture about like what the scene looked like all day. So
yes.
It looks like you see an adult on the boat right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So there's no information as to what happened, why those quote-unquote friends came back without him.
Yeah, because they came back around 4:30 without him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Are we teasing this video, or are we just talking about it now? Just going straight in?
Are we just...
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, no, I just meant like the whole like Nolan.
Are we going to play this, Tony? Okay, so this is the man, and Tony, grab the mic and let us know.
He's a search and rescue. His name's Brian. He was flying 400 feet where he saw law enforcement crowded around on the shoreline of Horn Island, and then he also saw the body that also had the swimming trunks that matched Nolan. And this is what he had to say about the rescue.
Okay.
My assumption, and again, I'm a search and rescue person. I'm not an investigator, but it seems like what happened was he was carried north, which indicates to me that he might have got caught in a rip current, and it carried him north. And then as the tide slacked and the current changed back to a southward heading, it carried him right back to the beach. The only thing that really stood out to me that I was not expecting is that he washed up very, very close to the last spot where he was seen alive.
Yeah, and then he also gets back in. We have the full thing on our YouTube, but he gets into like how his body mass is like pretty light. So like usually it's like takes like 4 to 6 days for it, but they were also thinking that since he was so light, had a low body mass, that it could be in 2 days. And the body did show up 2 days after that the incident didn't happen. But I will say in the video, the water didn't look that rough. And he also was saying when they were doing the search and rescue that they actually had to leave the water because it was like so choppy and got so rough. The water does change pretty fast. So I know in the video doesn't look that bad. But for me, I still want to know why he was left and why his friends didn't come back with him. That's what I want to know. I feel like that's what his parents want to know. That's what a lot of people want to know. Why did they leave him on that island?
You see a lot of cases like this, not exactly identical, but for example, in Orange County, we had something where friends were with a girl and it was one of their friends and they were out partying and then they ended up leaving and left her by herself. And she's like, I'm just going to stay back and drink or whatever. And then she ended up dying. So it's like.
But if any of the friends said that, because I know that they talked to the cops and I know that some of them got lawyers, which was also like pretty like sketchy. If like you didn't feel like you did anything wrong, just go talk to the cops. Your friend's missing. So where did this, is that just like a theory going online? Is there any proof that there was a girl? No, right? No, there's no proof.
But the thing is that so these friends come back. They have his phone with him.
Yes.
But they didn't know that he passed away yet until the body rolled up on the shore allegedly. So assuming they told their parents, and then their parents immediately go and get lawyers to protect them. But it sounds very odd and very.
Yeah, but usually when you're with a friend and you do like leave them, you check in with them, and it doesn't feel like anyone like really checked in with him and was like and knew why he was staying on the island, because I feel like that hasn't come out. Am I wrong on that?
No,
Yeah,
it has not come out. Yeah.
Usually especially when you're on a boat and you're on like a remote island where you need a boat to get like back to like to the shore to get back to like where you're coming from, you would check in with your friend and be like, hey, are you like good to like stay? And it doesn't feel like any of that happened, which is weird. And I know that they're 18, but come on, you're going to check in with your friend.
A lot of people are, harping on the fact that these teenagers got lawyers when they got back.
Yeah.
But like, think about it. If the scenario is that he did drown because he was drinking or he got too drunk and that came up in the autopsy, whatever it is, and you come back, it can very well be on you for deserting your friend. Like one time I went out with my buddy and like we left him outside because he was so drunk.
I don't think it can come back on you.
It can, maybe.
I don't think so.
Potential.
It would be very hard to like, and
it's like a he or she thing. It's
I don't think it would come back on you that hard. Maybe like but like still it's like I don't know. The whole thing, the friend like thing is like pretty sketchy to me. It does. Everyone keeps going back to it was just like a drowning, which is like super sad. Everyone just wants more clarity on the situation. Yeah. And how like it unfolded.
Like, will we get answers based on what we all have right now in this investigation?
I mean, I hope so, at least for like the parents' sake, to not like actually like know. Like, yes, their investigation, the cops' investigation said this. The family is conducting their own investigation. They just want clarity, and I hope that their like Nolan's friends can give his parents that.
And
they deserve that.
They already did a autopsy initially and said that they didn't find any findings of foul play.
Yeah,
which means that there's no obvious like body harm. Punching to the face or bruises to the body of fight. But this is allegedly because a lot of people think that it's not accurate in terms of the autopsy. That's why they're conducting their own independent investigation and independent autopsy, which I didn't know you could do. I didn't know you can own autopsy, which that is, I think, the key factor here, whatever this reveals, because if there's some type of foul play, like punching to the abdomen, to the face, whatever, and he accidentally died or something like that happened, then they will find that. So if they don't find anything in this, then if it's just suspected more drowning, I just have a feeling that it's potentially alcohol related.
I don't know. The parents deserve clarity.
Yeah.
That's all
yeah, I agree. I'm not disagreeing.
Their friends should like be like owning up to like why they like did leave him if they didn't like last see him. Like they can be like, I was drunk and I didn't know that he like they can do something. They know why they like left him and like just say it.
And they had
just
his phone.
say it to his parents. Well, we probably had his phone because they were like going in and out of the water, and you're not going to bring your phone into the water. So I get that. Yes, you're going to bring your phone into the water?
Like, if I get out of a boat, even in the most remote area, I got my phone above my head, like, holding it. You know what I mean?
No, you're jumping off the back of the boat.
But it also, I guess you're right, because it wouldn't make sense for, if they did do something to him, why would they bring his phone back on the boat? They would just leave it there.
Yeah.
So that is really a non-argument.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just hope for the family that they actually get the correct answers.
Yeah, I hope so, too. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
No.
Just tell us what happened.
Someone knows some information, and that's what's like so annoying about this. Yeah. Just say it.
And I think that the $100,000 will attract the right person, because whoever's on this island, there's a lot of people there, might just think like, this is a lot of money. And
that's also so annoying to me that you need money to do the right thing.
I know. And some of these kids, they're dumb. Maybe they're scared to come forward as well. I don't know. It's terrible. It's terrible, but it does happen. It does happen. Moving on. So
David.
You heard of this guy, David?
Oh my God.
We have been going down the rabbit hole of David for a long time now. So the preliminary hearing has begun, and they are now presenting evidence. This is David, who was accused and charged with killing Celeste Rivas Hernandez, multiple charges, which include continuous sexual abuse of a minor. We've got mutilation of
first-degree murder.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Horrible stuff.
Yes.
And there's a lot
the prosecutors are saying that there's going to be horrible and like very graphic things shown during this preliminary hearing.
How could there not? I mean, the way that she was discovered in the Tesla, chopped up and left there for how long? Months and months and months in the sun?
So many months. So sad. In 2 different bags into his front trunk of his Tesla. But they're saying that they have surveillance, like video, text messages, phone records, DNA evidence. They said that they have all this stuff to connect David to this murder.
I remember one of the evidence elements is the Amazon purchase.
Yeah.
Other purchases.
The chainsaw and the inflatable pool.
Home Depot that he ordered, mobile ordered or something online.
Yeah.
And a chainsaw, and then there was a inflatable pool, which is like all of that stuff is consistent with trying to dismember somebody.
Yeah, which they're saying that he put her body in to dismember her body.
Right.
Used the chainsaw in the pool and then put her in 2 trash bags. Like she wasn't even a human. Whoever did this is absolutely a disgusting person.
They claim that David was lying in wait when she came out from where she was from, which is Lake Elsinore, which is about an hour and a half away from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And
well, because she was starting to expose their relationship, so he called her over to the Hollywood Hills house, and then that's when all this went down. Apparently, is what the prosecutors are saying.
Right. And it's so sad because she had gone missing, but it was one of those situations where she had run away before. She ran away to Beverly Hills to see him.
Yeah.
Or Hollywood Hills, wherever the house was. And they had to get her and then bring her back to Lake Elsinore a couple of times, or at least one time. So if she disappears and is in LA partying with her friend, David, whoever it is, the parents think, okay, she's just being a bad kid and she'll come back eventually. And she's gone for 6 months, and then you kind of just, And TMZ was instrumental, right, in some of the beginning of this.
Yeah, with the tattoo.
Someone
helped identify her.
And told us that you might want to check into this person.
Yeah, we got a tip.
Girl.
Yep. And, yeah, he's pled not guilty to it. But if they have all this evidence against him, Blair Burke, his lawyer, has her work cut out for her, let me tell you.
Yeah.
It is something. And then his 2 friends that were super close to him have distanced themselves. The one friend of his said that he manipulated her. So that already doesn't look good for him. That his friends aren't even sticking by and saying that he also manipulated one of them. It's just it's just so sad. And that the prosecutors also don't know yet if they're going to ask for the death penalty.
They should. If he did this, yes. I don't know. Can't imagine a world where he didn't do this.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if they're also going to talk with like her family to see if maybe they want that or not.
Originally,
I don't know how that's handled, actually.
Originally, I was kind of like on the side of maybe he was instrumental in this happening. And he wasn't the actual one that did it. But then you find that he ordered these things. And didn't he order these things under an Elias name as well? Like creating a paper trail after paper trail after paper trail. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, and what I want to know, and we can get to comments.
I don't think someone who does this has a sound mind.
I get that, but but something, in my opinion, had to have happened with the Tesla. So she's chopped up, put in this Tesla, and I know it sounds inhumane, and I'm saying it this way and insensitive, but they put her in this Tesla. What was the plan?
I don't think he really had
one. Or
he remember
it would go away.
There was a trip to Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
And so everyone thought,
so
everyone thought that that's where they were going to dispose of the body. But then something happened. I don't know. But it took forever for David to get arrested. He didn't get arrested till back in April.
Yeah.
So I feel like the prosecutors waited and collected all the evidence to make sure that they had this like case exactly where they wanted it so they could prove every single thing. Because we were waiting and waiting this entire time. Because I think her body was found in last September. And it looked like it was David this entire time. But we were like, why isn't he getting taken in? He was still on like tour for like a little bit and like wasn't canceling his shows until like mid-September, until like a few weeks after.
Yeah.
And then they waited. He was finally arrested in April. So I feel like the prosecutors are like ready to go in with everything that they have.
Ironclad. It's an ironclad case.
Hopefully, anything can happen in a trial, though.
Seriously, and I'm sure he's spending all his money on the best legal team that he can find.
Yeah.
He's not a public defender, so he has a team. And I find it shocking that this guy hasn't said a word. We haven't even seen him out.
He's in jail.
I know but before that,
oh
he was
yeah,
free for what, 5 months?
Mm-hmm.
How did nobody see this guy anywhere? Did he stay at home for 6 months?
I have no idea.
You know,
I don't have those
just
answers.
Looking more guilty, and then his brother drops music on Spotify.
Yeah,
and says, "I'm my own man."
I know,
and it's like that didn't look great.
Yeah,
it's like you're trying to capitalize it on whichever way you try to go. I believe his brother was trying to capitalize on it.
Celeste's parents, Nolan's parents, it's all just so sad. They all had to, a parent should never have to go through this.
To the public because it was so hard for them after like the first hearing.
Having to hear that what your daughter went through would be terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I wonder if they're going to be there today. We actually have a producer that's in the court, so the website will be updating this. Yeah. The update.
Fan favorite.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
I know. I was talking today. I was like, "You're gonna hear," and she was like, "I'm a little bit nervous for what I'm going to hear and have to yeah."
She's gonna hear a lot of stuff.
100%. I know. So I wonder if the family will be there. It would be so hard.
But so hard. In a way, it's a version of closure to find out what happened.
Well, yeah, and you want to be there in support of your daughter.
Yeah, almost have to be. In solidarity. Okay, comments. Do we have any comments, Tony?
Oh, are you reading today?
Yeah. We have time for a couple today, guys. Thanks for joining us on the pod. So Scorpio Sun says it was no rip current that killed him. Stop with the lies. I guess they're disputing what the person.
The guy was saying.
Yeah, if it was a rip current, I would go home to my parents and everybody and be like, he was caught up in a rip current and we couldn't save him. That's what I would say. And why aren't they saying that if that's the case?
Or when you're talking to the investigators. I don't know what was said to the investigators. Also, that video that we saw of Nolan last allegedly being seen, the cops also do have. The guy did give it to the cops, so they are aware of this video.
Okay.
So one person pointed out what you guys were saying earlier. Danny says, why is the adult that was on that boat not being questioned? I would assume that.
I'm sure he has been at this
point. Yeah, I don't know who's all been questioned and called in for this, but either not questioned or have gone in to give information if that was Nolan on the back of their boat.
It is odd to me that if there's an adult that drove the boat and he sees the kids come back and Nolan's not there, it's like, hello.
It's so weird. Yeah.
All right, well, keep commenting.
Yes.
Do the right thing. Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah.
I just hope that there's some type of resolution to this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think that there will be. It's just going to take some time. Let the investigation continue.
Yeah. Well, tune back in for the afternoon podcast because you guys will have David updates for sure.
We'll have David updates.
Yeah.
And then tune back in tomorrow morning where maybe I'm over there talking to Courtney about the Odyssey.
Yes, but no spoilers.
No spoilers. Matt Damon killed it. All right, everybody. And Robert Pattinson. See ya.